Hello, everybody. Let's go ahead and jump on in just a second. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. So, one of the first things I did increase the UI size for MekHQ because some people had said that it was a little hard to see the text because of how small it was. So, it doesn't bother me to have a larger UI. But if it's a problem for anybody, just let me know. And then also, some people had commented about in fights and things like that, the red was not very easy to see with like criticals and misses and things like that. So I discovered that the warning color in the client settings for MegaMek is the color that controls what color that hex is. And so I lightened it up to more of a dark pink. So hopefully that helps with people being able to see that stuff. After watching a couple of other streams, I very quickly realized that no, the red is actually incredibly hard to see. Forgot to do one thing, so hold on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Zenith, I see that you caught a one of the VODs. Thank you so much for being a regular and joining so often. I really appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and do a couple other things. So also last time, some folks had mentioned getting some battle armor, and then I promptly completely forgot. But then right after the stream, I took a look in the unit market. And what do you know? We've got 2 IS standard battle armors that are here. But there's also some sloth battle armor, but why? Why? What's the point? Instead, I would prefer some 1-3 jump battle armor with some flamers and some machine guns, because why not? So I think we're going to go ahead and spend some money, spend a few months worth of our profit, and purchase. Now they'll be here in like 3 months. It's fine though. Everything's fine. 123 days and 92 days. Great. This is great. And also, we have a convoy interdiction that we need to deal with. This could be a problem. There we go. So, convoy interdiction. And it looks like I already assigned Bravo Lance. So, we have an enemy convoy is on the move, and your orders are simple. Hit them hard and stop at least 50% of their force from reaching the far edge of the engagement zone. This is a direct strike, not a prolonged engagement. Destroy or cripple the convoy units with no regard for salvage or escort interference. Speed and overwhelming firepower are your greatest assets. There is no need to concern yourself with minimizing damage or securing spoils. We do not have the luxury of holding the field, and enemy reinforcements will quickly arrive. Do not waste time engaging escorts unless necessary. Focus all efforts on neutralizing the convoy itself. Once the job is done, withdraw immediately. No distractions, no delays, no mercy. Execute the raid, cripple their supply line, and get out before the enemy can counterattack. We'll have some trainees. We should probably try to keep them alive. We're supposed to keep them from getting to the far side of the map, and we should destroy at least 50% of the convoy. And in the convoy, they will have... Oh, that's right. It's just 2 loader mechs and a hauler mech. And then they're bringing a bunch of tanks and a single Orion and a single Crusader for their defense. So things should be fine. Let's go ahead and jump right on in with the mission. Commence drop. We won't be able to salvage anything. There we go. So, especially if you're watching this later on YouTube, uh, let me know in the comments down below if changing the text color for essentially negative things happening makes it any easier to see what's going on the screen. All right, well, got our trebuchet, got a cataphract. We have the Vindicator, and last but not least, we have our Grasshopper, who's not the most useful in this case, but that's okay. And then we have some friends to bring along with us as well. So they have a Hunchback, and it's the mediocre Hunchback with an AC 10. And then a Phoenix Hawk, Wolverine, got our Warhammer, and the Kintaro. Okay, and we won initiative, which is pretty neat. Hmm. So I think the right move here is to send our trainees out to do what they do best, which is draw fire. Ah, good. Like ships in the sea. We'll risk a 3 to jump or run on some pavement. I don't think we'll be waiting very long to hit that slash victory. All right, end of movement phase. And for our shooting phase, we will focus on, the power men. Where is the other one? Because it shouldn't be the Buster. Is it the Buster? Might be the Buster. Anyways, we can still use our Vindicator to shoot at some things. The Cataphract can unload on everything. The Grasshopper can equally unload on all of the things. Just for fun, we will have our Hunchback shoot at some stuff, because why not? I think that'll work. That should be just fine. If I could take out all 3, I would feel pretty happy. Not because it changes anything, but just because I would. No other reason. All right, so the Trebuchet firing at the power band. Number 2 hits with a medium laser to the right torso, and then a medium laser into the center torso. The Zukov firing at the Cataphract missed. The Vindicator firing at the first loader mech hits with an ERPPC, landing a hit on the right torso. It's down to 6 internal structure and takes a hit on a couple of cargo spots. The LRMs hit with 3 missiles, doing 3 damage to the left torso, and the medium pulse laser hits the right leg, blowing off the limb, so he's not going anywhere. He definitely will not be making it to that south side. The Cataphract firing at Powerman number 2 hits with a medium pulse laser to the right torso, critting on a couple of cargo spots. Then a medium pulse laser goes into the right arm, critting on the hand and the lift arresting hoist, also blowing off the limb. Then the AC-10 hits, blowing off the left leg. Oof, this is like a bad round of Soldier of Fortune right now. The ERPPC hits the right leg. It's down to 5 internal structure. The Crusader firing at the Grasshopper hits with 9 Deadfire LRMs, doing 5 to the right arm, 5 to the center torso, 5 to the left leg, and 3 to the left arm. The Grasshopper firing at Powerman number 1 hits the left arm with a medium laser, is down to 0 armor. Medium laser into the right arm is down to 0 armor. Medium laser into the left leg. Large laser into the center torso, critting on the engine, causing the engine to go boom. So Powerman number 1 is down. The Hunchback firing at the Buster hits with the medium laser into the right torso, but missed with everything else. Manicore firing at the Vindicator missed. The Phoenix Hawk firing at Powerman number 2 hits with the medium laser to the left torso. Machine gun to the center torso and missed with the large laser. Wolverine missed with everything. The LRM carrier missed with everything. The Warhammer firing at Buster puts a PPC into the right leg, blowing off the limb, and a PPC into the center torso. Also critting on the engine and causing that to explode. So that right there is our win condition. The Powerman is already dead, so it doesn't matter. But just for good measure, we also destroyed the right torso. Yeah. And then Powerman number 2 falls, crits his own engine, and explodes. Neat. Well, those who say overkill is underrated are wrong. We'll just skip all of this because we don't need to worry about it. And that, as they say, is that. I'll take the easy win. Always take the easy win. Because I think all the damage we took was what, the 18 damage to the Grasshopper and nothing else. Good deal. All right, there was all that fun stuff. So we have a victory on that mission, and hopefully that takes us through to the end of the month. So we did some training. Alpha Lance came home. We are 16 days away from our Marauder refit being done. What do we have to repair here? Getting everything off of terra firma. Nice. You know, I think I might put in a request for enhancement. I understand why it takes so long for things to arrive when they're coming from out of system. But when you find it on the planet that you're on, let's see, I would think that's a little different. So I'm going to see if they can essentially change the acquisition or see if they can make an option so that if you manage to roll and find what you need on the planet that you're on, the delivery time is like 10% of what it would be. I don't know. I don't know if that's possible to do, but I'm going to ask. It never hurts to ask. Oh, no, we failed on that Ceratorso. That's not what you want to fail on. Everything else we can just kind of roll through. There we go. The flea is at least operational now. No, Onyx is leaving. No, that pirate hooker. Shoot. Okay, so 94 people got XP. We've got some stuff in the personnel market. Let's take a look. Let's get some spare battle armor pilots because we might need them. I also need a battle armor. I need more than one battle armor tech. I'm actually going to go ahead and pull in a couple of green mech warriors, as well as all the soldiers and vehicle crews. And what do you know? That's everything. Who do I have for conventional aircraft? 2. I only have 2. One of them is a female, so we'll grab one more pilot. Should probably also, give you guys a rank. So you guys can be petty officers. Congratulations. Go forth and prosper. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get some rank stuff out of the way. It's kind of messing me up having the larger UI size just because things aren't quite where I expect them to be. All right, let's do something here. Children, go to school. Not traits. There we go. So we're going to send everybody to daycare. Spend a minute or two doing this, no big deal. Yes, I am okay with, I guess, paying the children to go to school. If it's how we can have education, then it's what we will do. Okay. You are terrible at dexterity and charisma, so we will have you do an apprenticeship in infantry. Congratulations. Not a whole lot there. Whoops. Nope, 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 nope. Who are your parents? Hugh, who's a mech warrior, and then Semi, who is a sculptor. You can apprentice to be a mech warrior. Because why not? Then, last but not least, Hannah, your parents, you just have the one, and she is also a mech warrior. What do you know? Well, time for you to start apprenticing. That should be fine. That will be a-okay. Let's see. Bravo Lance came home. I need to look. Where was Onyx? Onyx was in Charlie Lance. That's right. Okay, who do I have that can replace Onyx? No one great. That's for sure. Well, let's take one of our newbies. There is nothing to it but to do it. Actually, well, you're a 6'6", and you are also you're a 4'6". Now I'll take the 5'5". Okay. So we can get some fragmentation grenades. We can get some longbow 10 ammo. We can get some bar 7 ammo, some AC-20, AC-5, some flak AC-5. Ooh, ferrofibrous. Yeah, this is worth it. Why not? That's annoying. We couldn't fit the engine on. Ah, it would help if I put a crew in my flatbed truck, my friends. Ugh. And I am betting that is the entire problem right there. Naturally. Naturally. Let's go ahead and take a look at those vehicles. Oh, more buffles. I want to get two. Yeah, I definitely want to get two salvage units up and going. So we'll go ahead and get both of the buffles. We'll get a heavy battle mech recovery vehicle. And beyond that, I don't think there's much that we need. A whole bunch of standard battle armor is available now, of course. So there's a machine gun, MG. Looks like it's all MG, which is fine. Okay, we'll just leave all that alone for right now, and then we can go from there. Okay. And Kerpow. Time to keep looking for trouble. Oh, good. They came home early. You know what I need to do is I need to repair my mechs. Oh, I have a prime mover ready to go. We should probably go ahead and activate you. That's fine. Then cool. I was about to do something else. What was it? Oh, right. I need mech warriors. What do I have available for mechs? Got a stinger. I've got the flea. That should be fine. So go ahead and assign both of these. Do what? Assign both of our new mech pilots. Oh, Solvik Hussein. You are a regular pilot now. You're 4-5. You might not be able to learn anything else from Minerva. Where is... Oh, good. Current skills. Boom. There we go. 3-3 pilot. That is pretty great. And with that, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you a nice little promotion. You can be a captain. And we're promoting you because we are big enough. You can be a colonel. Because I want him to hang out. I want him to stick around for a little bit. I don't want him to go anywhere. That would make me sad. Now that I finally got him to the point where he can do something. Okay, let's keep exploring. Keep looking for trouble. Ah, minor engagement. Very well. Okay, minor engagement. What do we got? So this is in 2 days. The enemy has positioned forces in this area, but they are not yet fully committed to battle. Your objective is to inflict enough damage to force them to withdraw, destroy at least 25% of their forces to break their resolve and make it clear that holding this position is not worth the cost. This is a show of strength. Hit them hard, make them bleed, and leave no doubt that further resistance is futile. They may attempt a counteroffensive, but once their losses mount, they will have no choice but to retreat. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, securing the area and denying the enemy any future foothold here. Send a message. This ground belongs to us. And we have our trainees. Okay. And they will have a Vedette, a Hermes 2, which is called Hermes 3. Okay. They have a Phoenix Hawk 3. Because naturally, okay. Okay. Interesting. Now that is interesting. For being almost podunk, these folks have really good equipment. Yeah. So I think, what kind of a place is it? So Dust on, Moderate Gale, Hot Desert. I think Alpha Lance can take this. Is there anybody else who can use some more or burn some more experience? I don't think so. Hold on. I really need to move Spooky down here. And we'll move this Grasshopper up here, even though it's the inferior one. Because Spooky actually has leadership and tactics. So what we're going to do is we're going to increase your leadership a couple of times and your tactics. And that's all we're doing because, of course, you need 1 XP. And we'll go ahead and promote you to Lieutenant. And after you survive a couple of missions as a lieutenant, you can get promoted. Hopefully that lets you stick around for a little bit longer. But I think that Alpha Lance is definitely going to be the one to send. Let's go for it. Lots of bad pilots, which isn't bad. Let's go ahead and go forward a couple of days here. All of our recon lances have done things. Okay, cool. The fire starter should be about done. Aside from the jump jets that we need. And then I was about to do something. What was it? Oh, right. Ooh, terrible rolls. All right, let's go ahead and go into that next engagement. So this is that minor engagement that we have. We'll go ahead and bring our recovery stuff, and we have plenty of things, but we'll grab a couple more just for funsies. Okay, let's go. I forgot to look if I could even. Nope. Okay. Okay, I like that board. Should be fun. Okay. We'll throw the awesome kind of towards the middle of the map. The demolisher will also kind of go towards the middle of the map because all we need to do is have it trundle on over and start shooting at things. The Ostrak power can go there. The J. Edgar go all the way to the edge. Riflemen come over here and support power. The Orion go there. Hunchback right there. Well, that means we'll deploy everything else here. Well, we won initiative for the first round, so we'll go second. I think the next thing I should look to see if I can refit is maybe the Orion. I think I have a couple of them too. I don't know what mechs out of the ones that you guys have seen me have so far would you like to see refitted, and how would you like to see them refitted? I'm not going to do a ton of customs. I'll do some, but I only will do customs if they stay in the same vein as the original mech. So no turning an awesome into a medium laser platform, because that's just not fun. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, yeah. Thank goodness for Range Master. Okay, so do we do the Hermes or the Wolverine? Kind of think the Wolverine. We'll go ahead and get warm. Might as well. Right out of the gates, just, get nice and toasty. All right, believe. Oh, the champion is just within range. Not that we'll probably hit him, but, why not? But the rifleman, however, can definitely hit the champion, maybe. The Orion's going to be SOL, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, that's a fun Centurion that I haven't seen before. Hold on. Is this, the Centurion just seems like it's a worse version of the Hunchback. Does it carry more ammo? Uh, not really. It really doesn't. All right. Well, good for you, I guess. So the awesome firing at the Wolverine hits with 2 PPCs, putting one into the right torso, then one into the center torso, missing with the third. The Demolisher misses with both the Gauss rifles. Ostrak misses, Rifleman misses. The Wolverine took 20 damage, and he falls, goes onto the left side, takes 5 damage to the left torso, 2 damage to the left arm, and the pilot takes a hit. Now, the trick here is actually going to be that our awesome needs to stay at range because of Range Master. So we'll come back to him. Okay, now then. We'll just stay where we are. That'll be fine. The Jaeger managed to not skid at all, which is kind of a miracle, actually, if you think about it. Okay, the Wyvern isn't hitting anything this turn. The Awesome. The Wolverine would be a 4. The Hermes would be a 5. I think it'd be better just to put some rounds into the Hermes if we can hit it. We'll have Demolisher keep pumping some rounds at the Hermes as well. I really hope we don't hit with all 4 of those because I would love to be able to salvage something out of all of this. So the Rifleman, it's long range for the large lasers, but medium range for the champion. Oh, that's gross, man. I think I'd rather just shoot at the Wasp. Then the Orion. Ugh, gross. Okay, we'll make it work. And the trainees aren't doing a darn thing. So the champion firing at the rifleman missed. The awesome hits with one of the PPCs into the Hermes' left torso. It's down to 4 armor. The demolisher missed. The Ostrak hits with a large laser into the wasp's right arm, destroying the right arm, transferring 1 to the right torso. The rifleman missed against the wasp, and the Orion also missed against the wasp. And we won initiative. Going to keep closing the distance with our friends because they're not going to be very useful at range, unfortunately. And I also don't want them to just get kicked in the head right away. Just keep on closing the distance and see what happens. It's interesting that the wasp decided to run up like that because it's not what I would have done, but to each their own, I guess. Honestly, stay still again. Ooh, 15 to hit. That's pretty horrendous. So 6 is to hit. We can get a little warm without too much of a problem and then cool down next turn. For our Gauss rifles, still a 10 to hit, which is unfortunate. Power has 8s on the Wasp or 9s on the Champion. Well, okay, let's look at the Trebuchet first. 11s. Just nice, chill 11 to hit. And a 12 on the missiles. Okay, that's cool. Rifleman. So it's a 9 and a 9. So why don't we have the Rifleman try to hit with something against the Wasp? The Ostrak will work on the Champion. The Orion can also work on the Wasp a little bit. Not ideal, but it'll work. The Hunchback is just out of range. Not that they would be able to, hit them at all. Example 1. So the Vedette firing at the Trebuchet missed. The Champion missed. The Awesome hits with 2 of the 3 PPCs. Actually, really one of the 3 PPCs, putting 10 damage into the right torso of the Hermes. The Demolisher, puts a Gauss rifle round through the right torso, destroying the right torso, blowing off the right arm, and transferring to the center torso. Misses with the second Gauss rifle. Oh my goodness. Youngster, your Demolisher is demolishing all of the things between last stream and this one. My goodness. The Trebuchet firing at the Wasp missed with everything. The Rifleman missed with everything. The Ostrak misses with everything. The Wasp missed. The J. Edgar hits with a medium laser, putting 5 into the center torso. Then the Orion hits with an AC-10 into the Wasp's right torso, destroying the right torso. Taking SRM2 with it, transferring 1 to the center torso. The Hermes firing at the Hunchback missed. The Hermes took 20 damage and takes a tumble, falls down on its rear, doing 5 damage to the right leg, and the pilot takes a hit. Always neat. Okay, the only one I care about is the Trebuchet. What's your... Yeah, we'll risk an 8. That's fine. Ah, we missed, but we stay standing, so that's great. And we win initiative, so we'll go second once again. They have 2 crippled mechs and then 1 with light damage. So that Hermes is probably about to start running, unfortunately. And there he goes. So we'll go ahead and move the Orion and get him a little bit closer, keep close in the distance to everybody else as well. But the one who we don't know what to do with yet is going to be that Trebuchet, really. Also, I would love for that Phoenix Hawk to close the distance. I don't know why he's just staying back like that. It makes me sad. Come on, buddy. Be a buddy. Power, what's up, bud? You are about to get up close and personal with a champion. Because for some reason, these dudes are actually bringing decent mechs with terrible pilots. Like, check this out. They have... The best pilot they have is a 4-5 pilot in the Wasp that is currently running away. And it's in a Wasp 3M. They also brought along a Phoenix Hawk 3M and a Hermes 2. It's just like, okay, great. Yeah, all these things with like decent weapons, kind of in the middle of the clan invasion. It's a bold choice. Ooh, nice. MechWarrior 5. So the Hermes tried to get up, fell down, took 5 damage to the right leg. Then the pilot took a hit. Pilot tried to get up, fell down, took 5 damage to center torso. They took another hit. And then they finally got up. And then the J. Edgar was able to do its thing. So we're at least in range to be able to shoot at the Hermes with the Wyvern. I haven't played MechWarrior 5 in probably a year. It was before the Clans expansion came out. Or DLC or whatever it was. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do 2 ERPPCs at the Hermes. Okay, so the Hermes would be a 7 to hit. And the Wasp would be a 7 to hit. I kind of want to focus on the Wasp. Then Power can put all of his lasers into a champion along with the SRM. He can get a little toasty. It is winter after all. We need to stay warm. Ah, sad day. Okay, so the Trebuchet will try to do things. See if it happens. So the Vedette firing at the Ostrock missed. The Wyvern firing at the Hermes missed. The Awesome firing at the Hermes hits with the PPC to the center torso, it's down to 8 internal structure. Then another one hits the left torso, down to 4 internal structure. The Champion firing at the Trebuchet hits with a small laser to the right torso, and 2 Deadfire SRMs hit, doing 3 to the left torso, 1 to the right leg. The Demolisher missed the Wasp. Ostrock hits with a large laser into the champion's left leg. It's down to 5 armor. Then medium laser to the right torso. Missed with the SRM and everything else. The Wolverine firing at the Jaeger missed, thankfully. The Jaeger firing at the Hermes hits with the medium laser to the rear center torso. Then hits with 2 SRMs, doing 2 to the left arm, then 2 to the center torso rear, critting on the center torso, critting on the gyro and the engine. Ouch. Then the Rifleman destroys the center torso with its large laser, so the Wasp is dead, unfortunately. So really hoping to pull that one home. The Phoenix Hawk fires at the Jaeger with a couple of large lasers and misses. The Trebuchet firing at the champion missed. Hermes took a gyro hit and 20 damage, needs an 11, rolls a 5, falls down, takes 5 damage to the center torso, it's down to 2. The pilot takes a hit and then blacks out. I'm okay with that. Now, the only thing that I have to worry about again is the Trebuchet. It's a 7 to hit. Everybody else should be a skip. One second, sorry. Okay, so the Trebuchet managed to kick the champion in the right leg. It's down to 3 armor, but the champion also kicks the Trebuchet in the left leg. The champion falls down onto its rear, doing 5 to the left leg and 2 to the rear center torso. The Trebuchet also falls, taking 5 damage to the left leg and another 1 to the left leg, critting on a heat sink. Everybody avoids damage, though. So it should still be at long range. Can you can go up there. Okay. So let's have the Orion keep doing things and stuff. A hunchback can trundle on over, hopefully. The Centurion can trundle over here. See if you can stand up. Oh, that's nice. And last but not least, we'll move power over into kicking distance for the champion. See what happens. All right, let's actually start with the awesome. So trying to shoot at the head. Oh, man, blocked by terrain. Shoot, I should have moved him. That's unfortunate. The Phoenix Hawk is just out of range. No. Oh, I should have paid better attention. All right, so awesome can't do anything. See if we can get a magical headshot on that Phoenix Hawk, because that would make me happy. That would bring joy. Might as well unload with the rifleman. And then last, well, definitely not last. Actually, you need to rotate, and then we'll just unload all the things. See what happens. And the Wyvern firing at the Hermes missed with everything. The Malstra firing at the Phoenix Hawk missed. The Ostrak firing at the Champion puts an ER large into the left torso. Then a medium laser into the right leg, critting on the foot. ER large into the center torso and a medium laser into the right arm. The Champion firing at the Trebuchet missed with everything. Jagger missed. Rifleman into the Champion hits with an Ultra AC5 into the right torso. Large laser hits the left leg, critting with no effect. AC5 into the left leg is down to one internal structure. The medium laser into the center torso, then a medium laser into the right arm. The Orion firing at the Phoenix Hawk missed. The Hunchback puts an AC-20 through the right leg. Oops, I accidentally destroyed the whole thing. Oops. It's yeah. Hermes is dead because I just destroyed the center torso. Then the Trebuchet at the Champion hits with 2 acid SRMs, doing 2 to the right torso, 2 to the left torso. Medium laser into the center torso. The Champion took 60 damage, falls down onto its rear, doing 5 to the left arm, 2 to the center torso, and the pilot takes a hit. So let's just find our Ostrak. There we go. And kick. I don't think anybody else can do anything because Yeah, the trebuchet is facing the wrong way. Darn, I was hoping that we would destroy the leg. Because I'm pretty sure, I think that got us to the 25%. We'll do one more round, and then that'll be it. Assuming that we're at the 25%. Which we very much are. So we'll hit /victory. I don't think that champion is probably going anywhere, really. Keep the rifleman where it is and see what it can do. I actually want to move power over here to see if it can get shots on the Phoenix Hawk. Actually, that'd be fine. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Okay, so we'll have the Wyvern unload everything. The awesome, of course he did. Okay, I'll have the awesome probably actually fire the Wolverine. And we'll hope for the best when it comes to the Hunchback and all of our other friends doing work on the Phoenix Hawk. I just really want to get that Phoenix Hawk, and I'd love to take it in a repairable state because nothing else is coming out of here in a repairable state right now. I'll be able to sell some stuff, which is fine, just not my ideal. All right, I have a dream, and my dream is the Hunchback hitting with the AC-20. All right, let's see what happens. The Wyvern missed. The awesome firing at the Wolverine hits with one of the 3 PPCs into the right torso. Champion firing at the Centurion hits with an AC-10 in the left torso. And then, oh, the Centurion takes a hit in the head. That's unfortunate. Demolisher missed the Phoenix Hawk. Ostrock missed. Wolverine firing at the Hunchback missed. The Jagger firing at the Phoenix Hawk missed. The Rifleman at the Champion takes off the left leg with a large laser, transferring a bunch to the left torso. Then AC5 into the left arm. Large laser into the left arm is down to 2 internal structure. AC5 into what used to be the left leg, which transfers to the left torso, critting on a medium laser in the SRM6. Then a medium laser into the left arm, destroying the left arm. And transferring to the left torso, destroying the left torso, transferring to the center torso, then a medium laser into the center torso, critting on a gyro. I don't think the champion's going anywhere. The Orion at the Phoenix Hawk missed. The Phoenix Hawk firing at the Hunchback hits the left leg with a medium pulse. And then a machine gun into the center torso, critting with no effect. The Hunchback missed with everything. Oh, good. Then the Centurion, as payback for shooting him in the head, returns the favor to the champion by putting the AC-20 straight through the head of the champion. Cool. Great. Well, that took care of that. The Trebuchet missed. All right. I have a dream, and my dream is that we take the leg out from under the Phoenix Hawk, or we make the pilot black out, or something. There's not much of a dream there, but it's my dream. And the dream was never realized. All right. And no gift necessary. We'll save the salvage. Done. We control the field because we won. So the Phoenix Hawk, Wolverine, the Vedette got away. The Wasp and Hermes are completely irreparable because they lost their center torsos. The champion is just in a bad state, but otherwise is fine. I don't actually like champions. The only, oh man, the only reason why I would consider taking the champion right now is so I could salvage the AC-10 ammo off of it. But I don't think I'll be able to replace that anytime in the future, so it's not worth it. We'll just sell the champion and then go on with our lives. Okay. Here we are. Whoops. We'll advance a day, and our recon lances came home. So let's go ahead and let's keep them out there. They might be tired, but they're going to explore. Whoops. When do we get jump jets? 35-ton jump jets. I think I have a few 35-ton mechs, I think. Raven doesn't have jump jets. The Panther does. Guess it's just the fire starters. Still, I would like a few more jump jets than just 3. So we're going to order a few more. Okay, we'll do one more round of scouting, and then we'll let our recon lances chill for just a little bit, since their fatigue is getting up there a little. Ah, no. All right. Power, we have good news. We have great news, in fact. Let's see here. Look at that. Marauder. Now then, can remove you. Whoops. Here we are. So now, instead of an OG Marauder, we now have the Marauder 5 CS, which has 18 double heat sinks, 208 armor, as well as 114 internal structure. It's got 2 ERP PCs, 2 medium pulse lasers, and a longbow 10. And yeah, that's pretty great. Not gonna lie, that's pretty great. Okay, here's a question for folks out there, just because I legitimately don't know the answer. Which one is better against infantry? Cluster or flak ammo? I don't know if that's actually an option with the longbow. Let me take a look. Warehouse. Purchase parts. Longbow. Yeah, it's just cluster, I guess. So it doesn't really matter too much, but AC 10. Yeah, I guess it doesn't end up mattering very much. And then the other things we'll do is the Orion we're actually going to give to our Ostrock, or we're going to put that pilot into the Ostrock for right now. Ah, no, don't do surgery. No. You don't need no surgery. Hold on. Instead of taking you out of the Orion, why don't we instead refit the Orion we're not using, dum-dum? All right, let's take a look at some of these things. So the Orion K is 4.6, 114 internal structure, 231 armor. It's got 10 heat sinks, carrying 2 medium lasers, an LRM-15, SRM-4, and AC-10. Let's see what we can't do here. Well, that's interesting. I think I might go with the Orion M. Keeps us fairly close to how much armor we had before. Get some double heat sinks, so we're not going to be overheating at the drop of a hat. We get case, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, I think this might be the way to go. How much does it cost? 6 million C-bills to upgrade this. Ooh, ouch. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be from the XL engine. That's why. That's probably worth it, honestly, though. The other way we could go, this wouldn't be bad, actually. I am awful tempted to do the Kerensky instead. I actually might go the way of the Kerensky. Yeah, let's do the Kerensky model instead. Not a huge fan of Snubnose PPC, but we'll take it. All right, let's take a gander who all we got. We have... Yeah, I'll take it on a 6. I think that's reasonable. For 500,000 C-bills to bring the Orion up to that kind of a standard, I'll take it. I should have plenty of ferrofibers just lying around. Okay, so we're going to give our recon lances about a week to just chill, hang out, relax, not do a whole lot since everybody's sitting at 2 to 3 or 1 to 2 fatigue right now. Oh, good. The flea got better. Oh, good. It was bad. Training was bad this week. Okay, how are we doing on that fatigue? You're good and you're good. Okay, let's get back out there. Pitter patter. How long until those jump jets get here? 65 days, 74 days, 48 days. 48 days until they get here, so a little over a month and a half. Okay. Oh, good. A new book provides insight on the battle for Luthien. Yoshinobu Setsuhara and Luthien Publishing have released a new book covering several conflicts during the clan invasion. The book, The Killing Doves, Friends of the Dragon at War, provides a unique perspective on how the DCMS works and other forces and how honor plays an important part in those interactions. Oh, very interesting. Almost. So we got a little bit more training done. That's great. How much XP is it to get a little bit better on your training? 10. Okay. We can do this. That's fine. Just keep wandering around the map. They just don't want to come out and play. All right, new month. Let's see what happens. And we'll make the rolls. And for real? Okay. We lost another company commander. So that's fine. Oh, they retired. Of course. So the enemy forces are still wavering. The enemy is in a dire state with most of their forces destroyed or incapacitated. Their ability to fight is severely compromised and morale is near breaking. It's why not? We'll do 4. Apparently that wasn't enough. Somebody else really, really wanted a locust. I mean, I guess when you're 52, you can retire. I guess. This time. Did I ever? Okay, good. Everybody has a rank. Let's go ahead and oh my goodness. No soldiers. That's terrible. Okay. And let's look at some vehicles. And honestly, if it's not a heavy battle mech recovery vehicle or a boofle, I'm probably not going to get it for recovery operations. All right, so a bunch of half price stuff. I'll take it. 2 random jump jets. Maybe we'll get lucky and one of those will be a 35 tonner. Let's see what happens. One of them was a 35 tonner. Would you look at that? Great. Let's take a look at something here. Force reputation. Gotcha. Man, that breach really hurts us. We'd be doing a lot better right now if it wasn't for that breach. And I think maybe I could have stuck that contract out, but man, that was going to be a long slog. Oh, we need some more admins, and we need Battletech techs and vehicle techs. Okay, we'll start hiring folks, I guess. So mechanics, whoop, admin, mechanic, mech techs. Call it good for right now. Let's go over to here, active personnel. Whoops. Okay, not too bad. Let's go ahead and keep on moving on around. As exciting as that is. Not a whole lot. Ooh, oh, you graduated. You graduated from preschool? Keep learning, my friend. Keep learning. Never stop. We're just over here looking for trouble. Oh, good. More winter holidays. Good. Barely made it. Always a good time. So, how are we doing on fatigue now? 1 fatigue and 1 fatigue. We'll do a couple more days, see if they can't chill out a little bit more, and then hopefully we can just get them right back out. Oh, happy birthday. And oh, good. Thrash improved to a gunnery of 5. How exciting. graduate of basic training. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. Jack Dogner has attended their graduation, during which the unit surprised them with a congratulatory skywriting. They've graduated with honors. Tomorrow they will begin their journey back to the unit. Recruit Glenn Abdul Hafiz has attended their graduation ceremony, during which a speaker delivered a disrespectful speech, causing offense. Tomorrow they will begin their journey back. Aw, Evan Sundai failed to graduate. Shamshad Muad graduated top of their class. And they discovered they have a natural talent. They learned something new and got 3 XP. Neat. Okay, cool. So coming out of that with 8 XP, that's pretty great. Everybody's about 2 days away, so not too bad. You, good sir, are going to go right back to basic training. And all of you, congratulations. Your primary profession, soldier. Congratulations. You can all be promoted to privates. Enjoy your increased pay of $12. 12 whole C-bills just for you. Then also, both of you will become privates. Where'd you go? And soldiers. So with all of that being done, where are all my soldiers at? Let's look at India Company, because I should have 2 that need people. And the Light Scout is the main one that needs people right away. Okay, that gets me another infantry unit, and then Light Scout can start building up as well. My security forces don't need anybody, right? No. Okay. So that gets me 2 full platoons of infantry, as well as a Maxim and 2 heavy APCs, which is not a bad place to be. I'm going to continue drafting everybody until I have everything that I need. Uh-oh, I see some red. What happened? One of our heavy Battletech recovery vehicles went from an F to an E, which is unfortunate, but it'll be fine. Oh, graduate from basic training? Good deal. Did you actually graduate? Recruit Orliber Kakan has attended the graduation ceremony. Afterward, graduates were invited to compete in a VR simulation. They have graduated with honors. Tomorrow, they will begin their journey back to the unit. During their education, Orliber discovered a natural talent. That's exciting. I don't know what his natural talent was, but that's exciting. All right, good deal. We have one more soldier coming in then. And time for another check. Why? Why do we continue to lose people? Okay, great. Happy New Year. All right, so with the compelling confederation, our regard increased. We are still politically insignificant. Our standing with the Mercenary Review and Bonding Commission increased by 0.38. We are still C, so not too bad. Our standing with the Free Worlds League has increased. Our standing with the Federated Commonwealth has decreased slightly, which is disheartening, considering I'm working for them right now. Punks. And then our standing with the Taurian Concordat has also decreased. Some people got some vocational XP. There's a few people in the personnel market unit update or unit markup was updated. Current enemy condition is weakened. So the enemy is losing ground, sustaining significant casualties, and is disorganized. However, they can still put up resistance in isolated areas. There are also defectors. The next enemy morale roll gets a -1 modifier. All right. Well, let's see who we have for folks. We need mechanics. We need mech techs. I need soldiers. You know what I'm tempted to do? I'm going to do this actually. I'm going to pull some of these vehicle crew that have small arm skills. They don't know it, but they are being recruited as soldiers. Bum, bum, bum. This person randomly is an elite med tech. Just randomly. Okay, we're going to recruit you. We'll go ahead and get the admin recruited as well. So with that, skill level, then rank, all the mechanics and mech techs. How mad would you be? You get recruited to drive a truck. You show up on the job and they're like, no, we don't have a truck for you. You're going to be an infantry. Like that's just that's kind of a bumski, honestly. Yeah. Now then, you know what? Being a 0G physical therapist, it makes sense that their medtech skill is huge. But either way, I would like for you to be a medic instead. Change rank. You get to come in as a staff sergeant. Congratulations. And then from there, we need to figure out what we're doing with all of our. Hold on. This child needs to go to school. This is a dependent who is also going to be going off and doing things. Congratulations. Just going to draft everybody. Because, why not? That's the new question. Why not? Whoops. Nobody is coming from the future to tell me not to. Obviously, it can't be that bad. All right. So with these, need to fill the rifle platoon. And then start working on the light scout again. Right. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Not too bad, I don't think. We can keep on wandering around and seeing what we find. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually find something. Just keep going out on patrols. Unit market. We should take a look at this, see if there are any boofles. There are none. And then otherwise, not a whole lot. Looks like there's actually some pretty decent stuff in there, and with it being, a lot cheaper, it's worth it. Where's it at? There it is. And then you can be a private. Congratulations. You can go off and fight the forces of whoever we're paid to fight. Oh, good. The boofle arrived. Yeah. Now I know quite a few people have gotten vocational XP, so let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of things here. So for our ground crews, let's see who all can get anything. Probably not a lot. Okay. Well, some people were at least able to improve a bit. Let's see who all needs to be promoted now. Congratulations on your promotion. Congratulations on your promotion. And congratulations on your promotion. Go forth and prosper. Let's take a look at the soldiers. Same kind of a dealio. Why do I have so many soldiers? And techs. So techs I want to be a little more purposeful about if I can. That's unfortunate. Okay. And for this mech tech, you can increase. I think we go ahead and increase you. Still a veteran, but definitely a lot closer to being elite. And then once we get you to elite, then we can maybe give you internal specialist or something. Maybe. Oh, hold on. Hmm. Okay. All right, everybody came home. We're still waiting on things to arrive. We are just wasting time trying to get through this contract. Uh-oh. Which I know is so exciting to watch. So very exciting. So much clicking. Oh, good deal. So Laura has improved her gunnery to 4, and Charles McGregor has improved his gunnery to 5. So we're getting there. Slowly but surely, we are getting people trained up. Colonel Lindfors, we've started hearing noise about Billy and Brigade. Clients griping about sloppy execution, mission drift, and collateral messes that weren't in the fine print. It hasn't hit the legal stage yet, but it's getting close. We're giving you a heads up because once it goes formal, it gets expensive fast. Arbitrators get involved, accounts get slapped, reputations don't recover easy from that kind of hit. If you've got fixes to make them now. Otherwise, don't act surprised when the hammer drops. Okay. So if we choose obey, centering faction will be pleased. If we choose go rogue, you'll be given the opportunity to change your campaign faction to mercenary or pirate. Okay. And then I don't think we have an option to defect. And we are not in the Draconis Combine, so we cannot commit seppuku. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Considering right now, let's take a look at something. So, faction standing report. Let's see here. Special. I mean, we're dead center of the Mercenary Review Board. So I don't quite know why we're getting censured right now, but that's okay. Not going to worry about it. We'll just keep on doing our jobs. We'll keep on trying to make the fixes, and we'll go from there. Uh, yeah. Also, personnel, admins. Let's see what we can do here for admins. How far off on all of my folks am I? So I just need 2 more admins, docs, or civilians of some flavor. I need 1 more mech tech and 2 more vehicle techs. Okay, great. And I need a battle armor tech. Real bad. So hopefully next month we can fix all of those little problems. No. So really just not a whole lot going on. The Unfortunately this cadre duty, while being great for things like training, is not very exciting. Good. Master Sergeant Amina Gwandoya gave birth to a baby boy 3 kilograms after a long and complicated labor. For a moment, it looked like we might lose them both, but Amina fought hard and pulled through. They're both stable now. Fantastic. That is great. You know what's crazy is if you have advanced medical enabled, it'll take 10 days for Amina to recover from giving birth. It is strongly encouraged that you do not deploy the character until after they have completed their postpartum recovery. A 10-day postpartum recovery is bonkers. That is wild. I mean, when I talk to folks about recovering after delivering a baby, uh, what I literally tell them is it took you 9 months to grow the baby. It will take you at least 9 months to recover from having had a baby. 10 days is wild. But I also understand that it might be somewhat prohibitive to have somebody out for a grand total of like 18 months, even though that's more closer to reality ish. Good. The battle armor squad arrived, of which I have no techs for said battle armor. All right, time for you to get some more basic education. And let's advance the day. Let's see who else we lose. A green mech warrior? Really? You have me train you, and then you leave? All right, dude. So the enemy forces are rallying. Both sides are evenly matched, with neither gaining clear advantage. Skirmishes will continue, but the outcome remains uncertain. Ooh, what's this? Okay. Let's go wild and crazy. Apparently 6 wasn't enough. Sad, sad day. There's a dropship on the market. 100 people gained vocational XP, which is pretty great. There's some more people in the market. We'll check out the Unimarket in a second. Private Sieb Grant turned 18. Congratulations, buddy. Okay, great. We got our 2 million C-bills for payment. Personnel market. Let's grab our admins that we need. Grab some mechanics. You know what I really should have done is I should have sent some of those folks to school for being battle armor techs. That's what I should have done. Okay, let's grab the mech techs. Grab the soldiers. Okay, that should be okay. Oops, active. Hold on. Let's do that, and then that, and then that. And that should help. Ah, no. Then we can do some of this. That should pretty well cover us. And I'm hoping. Okay, let's look at the resupply. Balanced. Not worth it if it's at cost. Ah, good. Another Boofle has arrived. Okay, let's look at the reputation report. I think we might have to wait until Monday for it to update. That's not annoying at all. Well, tell you what, folks, I am going to step away for about 2 to 3 minutes just so I can get up, stretch my legs, grab something to drink, and I will be right back. And then we will keep on going, waiting for that next fine scenario, whatever it may be. So stay tuned and don't go away. And we're back. Hopefully, I just shocked the crap out of my microphone. I'm hoping I didn't do anything bad to it, but I hope somebody would tell me if it did. Okay. I'm really hoping. Oh, hey, look. Hugh Cortez improved their gunnery to 5. I'm really hoping that we can. Oh, good. The Kerensky refit got here. So I'm really hoping that we can get at least one more scenario. Otherwise, it's going to be such a boring stream. I really enjoy doing this kind of background stuff. And when I am playing on my own, not on stream, this is probably what I actually enjoy more. I enjoy going into battles and, the strategy portion of it. But as weird as it sounds, a lot of times when I want to sit down and play Battletech, I kind of want to just not think sometimes. And the best way to not think is just pure mundane management. Oh, good. Bad. How far are you from having those 10 experience points? I'm sure a ways is the answer. Yeah, you're at 2. Cool. Whoops. Ruh-roh. There we go. Power, if you're still there, something I need you to think about. So you're back in your Marauder, but what do you want to spend XP on? Do you want to improve your gunnery and piloting so you can be a 1-2? Do you want to shoot for an SPA? Let me know. Oh, we got a new scenario, tactical withdrawal. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. Tactical withdrawal. A superior enemy force is in pursuit, intent on overwhelming and eliminating your units before they can escape. Your mission is to break free and reach the opposite edge of the engagement zone with at least 50% of your forces intact. Survival and mobility are your priorities. This is not a battle of attrition. Expect the enemy to use speed, encirclement tactics, and suppression fire to slow your advances. They have the numbers, but you have the initiative. You use terrain, evasive maneuvers, and covering fire to outmaneuver them. If they manage to pin you down, your escape will become far more difficult. Keep moving and do not allow them to dictate the fight. The enemy will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, meaning there will be no chance to recover fallen assets. This is a fight for survival. Get clear, regroup, and live to fight another day. And we have a group of trainees. Oh dear. So we have to reach the far edge, not just with our lance, but with our trainees, which includes a Clint, a Centurion, a Wolverine, and a Griffin. Well, that's just gross. And they are bringing a Black Knight, Orion, Guillotine, and Thunderbolt. I think that we'll be able to make it, especially if we just sacrifice like the Centurion and the Wolverine. The Clint is made out of paper anyway, so if I try to sacrifice it to the blood gods, it's just going to die immediately, which is not desirable for this case. Also, hmm. Oh, Burdick is 18 today. Happy birthday, buddy. All right, so we got our tactical withdrawal. I think I want to bring Recon Lance because the slowest one there is an 812. And we're in hot, dry hills with 4 maps. And it's a daylight clear storm. Okay. I just said recon. Okay, let's see what happens. And again, let's hope for the best. Commence drop. Confirm, and go. Okay. Let's just take a look at the big picture here. So the smartest way forward would probably be down the left side. That's going to give us a little bit of cover for over half the map. The right side is going to be okay-ish. Running down the center is probably going to end up being suicide. So we'll put the Clint in the center. Okay, and here's to hoping. Oh, they are full on just pursuing us, so we should actually be completely fine. Youngster, what's up, bud? Yeah, no, actually, this should be 100% fine because they're coming from behind and they are in super slow mechs. Well, hey, welcome back. I got to tell you, your tank has been putting in the work. The end of last stream, it went against a spider. Pretty much everything it did. Oh yeah, bud. The last scenario from the last stream was your tank demolishing 2 light mechs from across the map. One of the shots, literally, both of the Gauss rifle rounds hit. One took out the left torso, the other one took out the right torso, and just completely wrecked it. And then there was another one where I think you popped a Gauss rifle round through the head of something. It's all good, man. It's all good. Your little tank was doing the work, that's for sure. You know, especially since I just have to make it with 50% of all of the things, this should be fine. Remember, it wasn't AC-20s. They were Gauss rifles, which, again, those Gauss rifles are showing up to work every day. Yeah, they really are. They are the maybe not the responsible parent, but at least the somewhat more responsible older sibling. But yeah, in that last scenario, the that demolisher just pretty much it sat in the middle of the map and then plunked away at everything without a problem. So the Black Knight fired the Centurion missed, Guillotine fired the Centurion missed, Orion fired the Centurion missed, and the Thunderbolt missed, which is a-okay with me. The Centurion can be sacrificed to the Blood Gods. So we will flee. And we will not flee. Flee. And uno más. Flee. Hey, look, you know what? If I find a heavy gauze rifle, I will put you behind it, even if it means me taking it off of something else and putting onto something that you can drive. I will do it if I find one. I guess this means I actually have to go fight the clans now. So we lost initiative, but it's not going to matter because Spider's going to flee. The Clint won't quite flee, but I think at this point we can hit that slash victory since at least 50% of our folks are already off the board and they're not hitting us. So we'll go ahead and just do that. Slash victory. Let's try that again. Slash victory. There we go. Everybody still missed, which is a-okay fine. And that was that. Well, that wasn't very exciting, but it came and it went. So we got ourselves a happy little victory. And that, as they say, is that. Uh-oh, who got pregnant? Oh, great. Good. One of my 4-5 pilots went off and got themselves pregnant. Okay, that's fine. Assigned to unit, none. And actually, who do I have over here that's a warrant 1? You should all be warrant 2s now. That should hopefully help them actually want to stay in the unit. Oh, actually, what I can show you really quick. So there we go. Kill record. So, youngster, this is now your kill record, by the way. So these are all from the let's call it the Pirate Convoy Massacre, where, you know, we just sat in the middle of the map and we killed everything. But then in the last stream, I'm pretty sure the Vulcan is the one that you took the head off of from across the map, and then the Spider is the one that you just, the only thing left was the center torso. There was nothing else left. Everything else was gone. Oh, good. Oh, they're a young adult. Okay, all right. Hussein now has a piloting of 4. Are you a 4-4 now? You are, which means we actually need to get you into a fighting unit of some flavor as soon as possible. Oh, also, you'll notice this right here that was just delivered. The Orion is being refitted to the Kerensky. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, I got 2 units of battle armor. So it is being refitted to, hold on, let me see if I can figure out how to show it to you. This will work. The ON1K Kerensky, which swaps us over to ferrofibrous armor, gives us 10 double heat sinks, keeps us at a 4-6, but gives us a snub-nose PPC, a Gauss rifle, and the SRM4 with Artemis-capable ammo. That I'm less excited about that. Yeah. There's the ON1K Kerensky, and then there's the Orion Kerensky, which is different a little. Just a touch. Not really. Don't ask questions. Just don't ask questions, and it'll be fine. So the challenge right now is the battle armor. I need battle armor. Pilots 4, and I need I've got 3. I need to look at something here. Excuse me, I have 5. 5 battle armor pilots and no techs. Yeah, I have no techs. I was realizing that after I started trying to train a whole bunch of dependents into soldiers, and I realized I should have trained some of them into battle armor techs. But alas, here we are. Okay, hopefully we don't lose a bunch of important people. We lost a single veteran ground crew. That's fine. I'm okay with this. Okay, so we had a decisive victory. The enemy forces are wavering. The enemy is losing ground, sustaining significant casualties, and is disorganized. However, they can still put up resistance in isolated areas. We'll go ahead and burn all of our points. And we got the lightning. Hold on. Where's it at? Aerospace. There it is. Yeah, we're slowly building it up. So it'll be here in 3 days, but we've got ourselves a lightning. Which you can never complain about having an AC-20 in the nose. Never going to be sad about that. And I think I have an aerospace pilot extra. I have a couple of extra aerospace pilots. which is pretty great. Speaking of which, I don't think I can improve anything here. Very much no. And I don't think I can improve anything with you. Nope. And nope. Okay. That's fine. So personnel market. Oh, we can get a masseuse. Isn't that great? All right, let's just look at this. Good. Finally, we're at zeros. Oof, that took us long enough. What? How did you fail to graduate your in-unit stuff? Great. Now to the soldiers. And I need to go over to our vehicle crews. Okay. That all should be fine. Hmm. This might be worth it. Yes, this is worth it. We'll go ahead and take that at a small discount. Now, ironically, I actually do need a lot more. Oh, you were supposed to turn into being a soldier. You just didn't know it. No. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Slowly but surely. Unit market. I just need to look to see, do we have any, yep, heavy battle mech recovery. But no boofles. No boofles. Okay, our lightning was delivered. Let's go ahead and get that out. Actually, I want to put you into the lightning. And then you can take over on the stingray. There we go. It's 12 days from that. Orion hopefully being all done. Slowly but surely making our way there. You know, let's go ahead. I need to look to see when you can actually send people to university for battle armor, because I'm remembering now that you can't train them up until I want to say it's like 3058 or something. So you just have to purely rely on the personnel market. Well, to being a soldier you are. Ah, good. Reconnaissance interdiction today. Well, friends, we have a reconnaissance interdiction. Enemy reconnaissance units have been deployed to gather intelligence on our movements, threatening the security of our operations. Your mission is to eliminate them before they can complete the reconnaissance. If they succeed, our positions will be compromised, giving the enemy a critical advantage. Expect these forces to prioritize speed, evasion, and long-range observation tactics. They will attempt to avoid direct engagement and may have stealth capabilities or electronic warfare support to mask their presence. You must act quickly, intercept their units, and wipe them out before they can relay any useful data. We will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, ensuring that any remaining enemy assets or reconnaissance equipment are in our hands. Hunt them down, erase all traces of their mission, and ensure our movements remain hidden. We have to destroy 95% of them. Just a casual 95%. So they're bringing a Vulcan, a Wasp, a old school Phoenix Hawk. They're bringing some battle armor, friends, as well as a Harasser and a Heavy Hover APC. Okay. All right. No bigs. And our friends are bringing a Vulcan, Phoenix Hawk, Wolverine, and a Hunchback. And that's the... True. Very true. Again, I am very, very, very not familiar with battle armor. So this will be exciting. Alpha. You know, I have to bring Alpha. I have to. Because I need to put the new Marauder through its paces, and we need to go through a whole bunch of stuff. But Ghost Bear to Kayed is the map. That's exciting. So let's deploy Alpha Lance just for funsies. It's fine. We only have a 3-to-1 advantage in terms of BV. No big deal. Whoops. Don't worry about it, and definitely don't ask questions. And here we go. A lot of stuff is on fire. Why are things on fire? Half of the map appears to be on fire. That's awkward. Yeah, this is the Hunchback that I hate, which is literally just a medium laser boat. I'll be fine. No, let's do that. That might be okay. And turn. I don't think, yeah, you can't go there. Just do that. Hmm. So we won initiative. We'll go second. That should be okay. Let's take a look-see here. We'll just keep the awesome where he is. Hopefully things can stay at long range. For the J. Edgar, you can wait. We'll just close the distance so that maybe our trainees can actually do something. I'm not going to hold my breath because they're all like, 5.6 and 6.6 pilots. But maybe magically they can hit the broadside of a barn from the inside. Let's not go through the fire. I am definitely teaching them. I am teaching them to go towards the enemy. So their heavy hover APC failed a roll. The driver was injured. The harasser failed a roll, side slipped, but not a whole lot actually happened. And my Jagger did great. So I am teaching them how to go towards the enemy, which is a very, very important lesson. And don't tell me it's not. We'll get warm and send plenty of presents towards the Phoenix Hawk. Let's see here. 7 or a 7. I think we shoot at the Wasp. Do we? No, we have to shoot at the heavy hover APC. Couple of Gauss rifle rounds to the APC never hurt anybody, right? Except for, the people in the APC. But we don't talk about them. They don't exist until they have to. Oh, look at that. You can fire both PPCs and the AC-10 in the same turn and not melt. Oh, it feels good. It feels so good. All right, so we'll unload on this happy little wasp. Hopefully between everybody, somebody can do something to hit him. And the Wolverine. Well, the awesome firing at the Phoenix Hawk hits with all three PPCs, putting one into the left torso, one into the left leg, and another one into the left torso. It's down to 9 internal structure there. The youngster missed with both of the Gauss rifles on 7s, rolled 6s for both of them. The J. Edgar hits with one of its SRMs going into the left leg of the Wasp. Enemy Phoenix Hawk misses the Vulcan. Our Marauder misses with everything. The Rifleman puts a large laser through the left arm of the Wasp, destroying it, transferring a little bit to the left torso. And then a medium laser goes into the left arm, transferring the left torso, hitting the SRM2 ammo, destroying it. The damage is capped out by the case, so it only does 10. Still destroying the left torso, though. He must not have auto eject enabled, which is fine. Okay. The Wasp puts a medium pulse laser into the Vulcan, hitting the right arm. The Orion, firing at the Wasp, puts an AC-10 into the right torso, destroying the right torso. So it doesn't have a left torso, and it doesn't have a right torso. Okay. The Vulcan firing at the Wasp missed. The enemy Vulcan firing at the Marauder missed. The Phoenix Hawk firing at the Wasp missed. Wolverine missed. The Wasp took 20 damage, stays standing. The Phoenix Hawk took 20 damage and stays standing. Oof, that did not go as well as I hoped. All the fires went out because they didn't have any fuel. And then we super lost initiative. Excuse me. They dumped their battle armor. You had the opportunity to get a 2-for-1 special with the Gauss rifle through the APC into the battle armor, and you missed it. Are you running away? Is that Phoenix Hawk running away? I didn't think so. Okay, good. No, we'll hold off on that for just a minute. Well, that's an unfortunate place for that Vulcan to go, but fine. I get it. I see how it goes. Oh, the Wasp ran away. Was it destroy or... Shoot, we just lost. That is a bummer. That's a big bumski. It would, because so if you think about it, the entire idea behind this is you stop anybody from getting away. He already got reconnaissance with what mechs were in the area. And so he's able to take that information back and be like, hey, look, they got these mechs over here. Don't go there. And he's able to run away and give that information away, plus whatever he got prior to us arriving, which might be a lot. And it specifically says destroy 95%. So otherwise, it would have said destroy or rout 95%. Yeah, I know, right? Right? Now, this is one of the very few times where I'll still play it out, because it would have gotten played out. It's not like a lot of other times where, you know, essentially when you hit /victory, you can assume, oh, everybody else ran away or whatever the case was. No. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm excited to find out, but I don't know what's going to happen. It's still a loss. But I want the salvage. Well, I guess we're shooting the battle armor. That's unfortunate. 12s and 13s. That's not great. Actually, no, this should be fine. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay. Well, so a PPC goes straight through trooper number 4, killing that trooper. The other PPC missed. The heavy hover APC puts a machine gun through the right leg of the Shadow of the Phoenix Hawk, doing 2 damage with 13 armor remaining. The Demolisher finally shows up for work, putting a Gauss rifle round straight through the right side, destroying the heavy hover APC. Then, because overkill is underrated, puts another round through the rear of the heavy hover APC, destroying the rear. And if that wasn't enough, crits on the machine gun ammo, causing it to explode. The heavy hover APC is dead. It's dead. I don't know another way to say this. It's dead. Then the J. Edgar missed with everything. The Harasser puts a medium laser to the left torso of the Wolverine. The Marauder hits with the PPC into the rear torso right, or right torso rear of the Phoenix Hawk, doing 10 damage down to 5 internal structure. Missed with everything else. The Rifleman firing at the Phoenix Hawk missed. The Orion firing at the Harasser hits with a medium laser, immobilizing after hitting the left side. Then a medium laser into the turret. It's down to 0 armor. The AC-10 misses, though. Enemy Phoenix Hawk firing at the friendly Phoenix Hawk hits with a large laser, doing 8 damage to the left arm. The friendly Phoenix Hawk puts a medium laser into the battle armor, hitting Trooper 1, 4 armor remaining. Then the machine gun hits Trooper number 3, 7 armor remaining. Vulcan firing at the heavy hover APC doesn't matter because it's super dead. Then the Wolverine missed with everything. Let's try to kick it. Oh, good. We kicked through the right side of the Harasser. So let's see what we can't do to close the distance with that Phoenix Hawk, and then also see if we can't get the Marauder, where it can actually shoot the Vulcan a little. That'd be pretty neat. Can't quite tell if I can see the Phoenix Hawk or not. I think I can. I think I can. Oops. Well, skip movement on something that I probably didn't want to. Oh, the J anchor. Oops. Well, time for the Hunchback to show up for work and just pour a bunch of medium lasers into a Vulcan, I guess. Seems like a thing a grasshopper should do, but what do I know? The Awesome is going to put that Range Master skill to use and make sure that we hit that Phoenix Hawk, hopefully. You know what I heard that internal sphere or inner sphere battle armor loves for breakfast? Gauss rifle rounds. They love them. Once. Just to make sure we're in the firing arc. There we go. Get warm. All right, let's see what happens. The enemy Phoenix Hawk firing at the J. Edgar missed, thankfully. The Hunchback firing at the Vulcan hits with a medium laser into the left leg, doing 2 damage, then another medium laser to the center torso. Everything else missed. The Awesome firing at the Phoenix Hawk hits with 1, 2 out of the 3 PPCs, both rounds going straight into the center torso. It's down to 3 armor remaining. The Demolisher puts a Gauss rifle round through trooper number 1, and then a Gauss rifle round through trooper number 3, killing both of them. Then a medium laser into trooper number 2 is down to 4 armor. Again, this is how you define overkill right here, and it brings joy. The enemy Vulcan puts a medium laser into the Hunchback's left arm. The J. Edgar hits with a total of 2 SRMs, doing 2 damage to the right torso and 2 damage to the center torso against the Phoenix Hawk. The Marauder, firing at the Vulcan, puts a PPC into the left leg, critting on the hip and the foot. Then the Longbow hits in the right leg, doing 5 damage. The Rifleman, firing at the Phoenix Hawk, hits the right torso with the large laser, and AC5 hits the right torso as well. The Battle Armor, 3 troopers hit with their flamers, doing 2, 4, 6 damage to the Phoenix Hawk, 2 to the right arm, 4 to the left torso. Then lastly, yes, yeah, don't let them get hit by Gauss rifles or PPCs. Both of them are bad for their health. The Orion puts a medium laser through what is left of the battle armor, killing trooper number 2, the last one. They did give him 6 heat. You are correct. Which is very unfortunate because now he is going to be at 11 heat. Over. The Vulcan does bad things, but there's nobody left. The Phoenix Hawk also does bad things to the battle armor, but again, they're all dead. They are a dead gem. Everybody is dead. The Wolverine misses. The Vulcan, after taking a hip hit and 20 damage, falls down, falls to its right side, doing 5 damage to the right leg, and the pilot takes a hit. The Phoenix Hawk took 20 damage, falls down, takes 5 damage to the left torso and 1 damage to the left leg, and that pilot takes a hit. Hopefully, that Phoenix Hawk is not crippled, because I don't want it to run away. So the Vulcan has managed to get up, but had to stay there. Yeah, the Phoenix Hawk is warm. It carried 11 heat over. It's toasty. And I'm not actually doing it any favors by telling it, go run over there. Well, there's nothing to it, but when you have a whole pile of medium lasers, to just fire all of them. Okay, 2 PPCs into the Phoenix Hawk, and maybe, oh no, no, thwarted by the hill. Yeah, we can get warm. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to need all of this firepower going straight into this poor little Phoenix Hawk, but we're going to find out. We'll hold off on the Vulcan. We'll hold off on the Phoenix Hawk. The Wolverine can donate a medium laser. So the enemy Phoenix Hawk firing at the Wolverine hits with a large laser to the right arm. Then a machine gun hits the center torso. The Hunchback firing at the Vulcan hits with a medium laser to the right leg, critting on the lower leg. Then a medium laser into the center torso. And a small laser into the left arm. The Awesome puts a PPC into the center torso. The Phoenix Hawk is down to 5 internal structure. The J. Edgar puts a medium laser into the Phoenix Hawk's right leg. It's down to 10 armor. The Marauder firing at the Vulcan blows off the left leg with a PPC, transferring some to the left torso. Then another PPC goes into the left torso, medium pulse laser into the right arm, but misses with the last medium pulse laser. Then the Vulcan firing at the Hunchback hits with a flamer into the center torso, doing 2 damage and helping it to gain 2 heat. The Rifleman at the Phoenix Hawk puts an AC5 into the right torso and a medium laser into the right arm. The Orion at the Phoenix Hawk puts a medium laser into the left arm. Missed with the AC-10. Wolverine firing at the medium laser hits the right torso, destroying the right torso, transferring 2 to the center torso, critting on 2 locations, getting a double hit on the gyro. So the Vulcan lost a leg, falls down automatically. Takes 5 damage to the left arm. The pilot takes another hit. The Phoenix Hawk automatically fails because the gyro was destroyed. Falls on its rear and takes a bunch of damage. But the pilot avoids a hit. I'm going to leave the Phoenix Hawk alone because I want it. I want the Phoenix Hawk. However, I think so the Vulcan's not going anywhere. Well, it could. It could hobble away, I guess. But I am going to say that that Vulcan probably isn't going anywhere because it doesn't have a leg. And then the Phoenix Hawk doesn't have a gyro. So we can go ahead and do slash, it hurts me, slash defeat. Oh, poor lamb. The Vulcan tried to get up, fell down, took 5 damage to the head, causing the pilot to take another hit, and then the pilot blacked out. But then they fell again. But when they fell, they also took another hit, so the pilot's now at 4 hits. The Phoenix Hawk pilot ejected. And yeah. Yeah, we're going to just skip everything because if you're blacked out, you can't stop me from ripping you out of a cockpit. It hurts me a little bit that I had to say defeat on that one because we destroyed the vast majority of them, but there was the one who got away. Yeah, and see, so youngster, if you look here, the MekHQ would even agree with me because the Wasp was not destroyed. It ran away, which is really frustrating because that's the one I really wanted. That's the mech that I actually wanted to take home with me. But whatever, it's fine. The Vulcan, not much to write home about. Vulcans are okay, but they're not great. Wouldn't mind taking home a Phoenix Hawk, though. That'd be fine. How much longer does this contract go? I don't remember. 30, 56, 06, 29. So we've got 3 more months on this contract. Cool. Somebody graduated from basic training. This is good. Got 6 days left on the Orion. Where you at, bud? Oh, for being a child of 3, he looks very mature. Very, very mature. Life does hate you hard, not just in the inner sphere, just really in the year 3056. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. You got to grow up fast. All right. Well, we got a Phoenix Hawk that's good to go. All right. 2 days left on the Orion. 1 day. Oh, minor engagement in 3 days. We have a chance of having a draw this month now. And let's see. All right, the Kerensky was able to be finished. So now, with that being all said and done, my mech warriors, Orion, let's assign you pilot heavy Orion Kerensky. Absolutely. And at this rate, if I can get a few more pilots as regular pilots, just a few more, and be able to field probably 1 more Lance, I might go north and go fight the clans. Just to hate my life a little bit. Well, now that that one is done, I think that we can probably pull down another refit kit for the other Orion. Because why not? Why not have 2 of those bad boys sitting around? Let's actually activate this bad boy. activate this one as well. We're just going to gradually go through and probably refit everything, honestly. Not everything, but a lot of stuff. The assassin. Already sitting in a good spot. We'll activate the guillotine. I think this one might be the way to go. The 2CB. I think we do that one. It would be great to get a better version of the 2M and have some, some jump jets, but it sacrifices just too much. Too much. And I don't want to slow this down to being a 464 or worse, a 463, which I saw. So yeah, we'll go with the 2CB, which will cost us a whole 0 C-bills and gets us up to 161 ferrofibrous armor. Keeps the same fusion engine. We get, we move to 14 double heat sinks. We get the 2 ER large lasers, a couple of streak SRMs, a couple of medium lasers. And we keep our narrow profile. So life should be good. We are going to need more double heat sinks, though, with the way that I'm going through them. Come on. There you go. Oh, I probably need about 40 of them. Maybe more. 50. And then from there, you have returned. We need to send you back to school. Good deal. You graduate from basic training. That's fantastic. All right, and then the Ostrock will be done in 40 days. Lastly, that Orion can go ahead and potentially get you going as well. Now, what do we have here? That's the question. No. That could work. I think probably the way to go here is going to be... Yeah, that's definitely not the way to go. 2 HB, which gives me the longbow 10, a couple of streak 2s, and a couple of medium lasers to play with. Means we're going to ferrofibrous armor, but it's fine. The really frustrating thing is actually just the endosteel and how expensive that'll be in the end, but it's kind of... You can't avoid it. Ooh. And we might actually have to wait until our elite mech is opened up to do this. Okay. Well, we'll avoid that. That's fine. We'll chill, and then we'll go forward a day. What do we got here? Okay. Good deal. You are a soldier now. Congratulations. All right. And with that, I've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. I unfortunately have to go to work tomorrow. Oh, and as a turning point. So we'll go ahead and, oh, this looks like it'll be a good one. I am excited. So let's go ahead and read through this. The enemy has positioned forces in this area, but they are not yet fully committed to the battle. Your objective is to inflict enough damage to force them to withdraw, destroy at least 25% of their forces to break their resolve, and make it clear that holding this position is not worth the cost. This is a show of strength. Hit them hard, make them bleed, and leave no doubt that further resistance is futile. They may attempt a counteroffensive, but once their losses mount, they will have no choice but to retreat. The victor will control the battlefield at the end of the engagement, securing the area and denying the enemy any future foothold here. Send a message. This ground belongs to us. Neato. So they are bringing along, a Saladin. Hold on, which one is this? Okay, got it. The Harasser, Crusader, a quick draw. They've got an SRM carrier that has an upgrade. Oh, that's not nice. They're carrying tandem charged ammo. That's not nice at all. They've got a Manicore, an Archer, Guillotine. That's not the normal Guillotine. That's like a bad Guillotine. Oh, wait, no. Carries a large laser, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 medium lasers, and an SRM6. It's not bad. It's fine. They've got a Jenner, a Brutus, a Bulldog, and an upgraded Phoenix Hawk. Our friends are bringing an LRM carrier, a upgraded rifleman. No, standard rifleman. Well, kind of upgraded. It's the AC-10 version. LRM carrier and a Manicore heavy tank, as well as a rifleman, Grasshopper, Archer, and another rifleman. And we have our trainees with us who will have a Griffin, Shadowhawk, Centurion, and another Centurion. Okay. All right. So we're going to leave it there. and we will come back to this on our next stream. The next stream will be on Wednesday, the 21st at 8 o'clock Central Time. So 8 o'clock Central Time on Wednesday. As always, if you're watching this later on YouTube, I would appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to, come on over, join us for a stream. It really means a lot when we've got people who are participating in the chat. It makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun for everybody. If you're watching on Twitch and you haven't already, please follow the channel. If you're feeling incredibly generous, then hit that subscribe button, especially if you've got one of those Amazon Prime subscriptions that you're not using. We'll have more tutorials coming out probably later this week. And yeah, that's what I got for you. You guys have a great rest of the night and take care. You too, bud.